Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev, Sunday Night Live. We are going to get started in 1 minute. How was your weekend? Mine was wonderful. It started on Friday night with craft night at our church. Hi, Louise. And then a birthday party yesterday for my mom. My mother-in-law, just so everybody doesn't get confused. I know you know my mom lives here with me, but we went to, hi Cindy, we went to Sonora, which is about an hour and a half away from us, to have a great day with Ken's mom and his siblings. It was fun. Hi Donna. She loved her card. She loved the crackers so much. In fact, she just, it's 7 o'clock. So I am going to get started officially. I was just jabbering on before that. But anyway, her name's Barbara, my mother-in-law. Hi, Annie. She just called a little while ago, maybe an hour ago, to thank us again for such a wonderful afternoon and evening. And she told us that she had 2 crackers left, and I knew she would because my daughter got sick and couldn't go. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Cookie. And so she was thrilled. She took them to church with her and gave them to a couple of her girlfriends. Can you believe that? She was just thrilled to hand them out. I wish I would have made more now so she could, hi Karen, hi Carol. So anyway, I know that you guys were wondering. Some were asking, what did I put in those crackers? I ended up putting in the chocolate bars Merci. They fit perfect. The length is absolutely perfect. I only put 1 in there. Absolutely 2 will fit. Hi Roz, hi everybody. So it's another good thing. The reason I didn't do the root beer barrels after all is because I had to go to a store close to my house so I would be quick, and they did not have them there. But yesterday my mother-in-law told me that they have them at Walmart, and they do. I went this morning. Hi Brenda. And I got the root beer barrels, and they're only a pack for 98 cents. So I got those to help fill in with the candy bar that we're having at the baby shower, and that's in a little salute to my father-in-law. He loves those things. Hi Linda. Okay, it's 7 o'clock, and I'm just talking about my great weekend. Today was quiet, although one of my cousins came by to visit, so that was super nice too. We had a delicious dinner that Ken cooked for us, and now I'm with you. So my weekend's complete and wonderful. I'm very happy. Hi Kathleen. Okay, I hope you are too. All right, let me turn you down and we're going to get started. Now, Stampin' Up. Facebook was doing something a little bit weird. And so I'm hoping I can turn you around because I know it's backwards right now, like normal. No, see, it's doing something weird. So I thought about not even turning you around so you could read my sign behind me. And now I can't even see my, oh no, I can't even see my comments. Okay, well, why do they change things suddenly? I'm looking and there is not the little thing I hit to change things around. Oh, wait, nope. That flipped you up to the ceiling. And I'm scared to touch stuff that I don't know what it is. So I'm just going to take this away so you don't get all crazy with looking at things backwards. And I'm just going to tell you, again, in case anybody's new, that my name is Beverly Morales, and I live in Tracy, California. I do have a host code. I'm going to have to read it to you since my camera won't flip. And it's HTMQMZH7. You can shop with me at Beverly. That's Beverly with 2 E's. Most people spell it L-E-Y. Mine is spelled L-E-E-B-E-V-E-R-L-E. BeverlyStamps.stampinup.net. I also have a YouTube channel. You can let your friends that do not have Facebook know that I am on YouTube if they want to watch the replays at Beverly Morales Stampin' Up. You also can email me with any questions whatsoever at mofun, M-O-F-U-N, WN44@iCloud.com. All right, I want to share with you the prize for August. So if you place an order with me, you could possibly win a set of blending brushes. That is an awesome gift. We can never have enough of those. I don't want you to forget that it's still celebration and there are more items that you can choose with a qualifying order. We have the timber folder, which I'm going to be using tonight, by the way. The gingham folder, the seashell folder, brushed metal 12 by 12 cardstock, the Flowers of Homes dies, the dots and spots dies. I love that die. The craft gift boxes are adorable. The silver foil 12 by 12 specialty pack, gorgeous. Daffodil dies and the aspen tree dies. All great stuff. Plus everything that's in your little celebration catalog. I know mine's backwards. Okay. Now I got another job. Figure out how to turn this around now. Okay, so here are the cards that I made on Tuesday. Well, I made one. I think I made this one. And so we have a winner that was selected that gets to choose one of these cards. So I'll start with the one I actually made. This was my prototype, and then this was just another idea, but she can choose whichever she wants. One is the gold thanks, and 2 is the Mossy Meadow thanks, and 3 is the best wishes. All right, so who is our lucky winner? Oh, I put it in one of these. Here it is. This is going to be hard for me. If I look at the camera, I do everything backwards. I sure wish I knew how to switch that. Who is the winner? She's not going to be able to see. Well, she'll tell. She'll be able to tell. I don't know if you're on, Diane Haynes, because not only can I not switch things from being backwards, I cannot see my comments. So I will see them after this is over, and I will answer any questions you have. So, Diane, tell me if you want 1, 2, or 3. And I am going to put them in order of what I'm saying, 1, 2, and 3. And once I see your comment, I will get that in the mail to you. And yes, I did save your new address, so you do not have to send me your address, Diane. Okay, what am I using tonight? I am using round and square brads again. I hope you've got these already. They come in black and white, both round and square, just like the name says. And I use them all the time. I'm using Mossy Meadow ink. And I'm using the Charming Sentiments and the Sentiment Silhouette dies that cut out all these sentiments. They are found on page 38 of the annual catalog. Let me double check myself real quick. I don't know why that sounded wrong. Nope, that's right. Okay. And then I'm using the timber folder, which is an item you can get right now if you don't already have it with a qualifying $50 order. That is it's 156406. And that's the timber folder. I am also using the bundle on page 62 of the current holiday or mini catalog. The Tree Rings Hybrid Embossing Folder, the tree ring dies, so these come together. And if you get the bundle, you also get the stamp set Ringed with Nature. When I first saw this, I thought it was very, very interesting because I am one of us crafters that love the cut little rounds, the tree rounds. I use them all the time. I love them. So I thought this would be very interesting, and I finally get to it. So that's what I'm using today. Of course, you always need your Tombow liquid glue, your bone folder, and your take your pick tool. Colors of cardstock. For the base, I'm using Early Espresso. For some little embellishments, I'm using Crumb Cake. I'm using Basic White, and I've already used the timber folder on there. Look at that beautiful pattern. This is for the outside, one of the layer pieces for the outside of the card. And I am using Mossy Meadow and Granny Apple Green. And I am using this Designer Series paper pattern that comes in that great big pack called Gingham Cottage. The Gingham Cottage pack is huge. This is a good one that if you don't need the whole pack or you just want it, but that's kind of pricey for you, ask a friend to go in with you on that and then just split it in half. It's a huge pack. If you get it on your own, you'll love it. You'll have it for a long time. If you split it with a friend, you'll still have plenty. So I'm going to land up layering like this. But let me talk about this stamp set for a second, and these dies. Actually, I'm using the dies more today than the stamp set. Here it is on page 62 of the holiday. And as you know, the first thing I try to do is create something that you might not think of with this set. Yes, it's great for the holidays. It has a Merry Christmas there, from our house to yours, because the house is there. Acorns, poinsettias, the wood grain, a heart. Is just a really good all-around set. And then the bundle sold down here. There's some cute samples there also, and some on the next page too. And by the way, on the next page, I love that stamp set too. It's called Vintage Christmas. All right, so I'm going to show you the card first, because I'm going to warn you right now, it might not be for everybody. It's very different. I love it, and I hope you do too, but my creative mind went a little bit crazy. So let me show you what I made with the folder and the dies. Who likes this? And this says, woohoo! I know you're seeing it backwards, sorry about that. But that owl is made with these dies. I can see one thumbs up. I don't know if you guys are reacting or not, because I can't tell until I watch the replay. Hopefully I'll see everything there. And then there's the inside. Oh, I see more thumbs up, but he is cute. I forgot to mention orange cardstock too. Okay, so, and real red. So let's get our, let me get the dies out again to show you, and the folder. So here is the folder. It is all the rings. Oh, lots of hearts I see popping up. Thank you. Now I can see those. So if you guys like something, the hearts will help me know, because I have no idea what you're saying or think. Here is the folder. And then here are the dies. The dies come with one great big die that cuts out a lot of the rings all at one time. So to make this card, I use the folder twice, and I cut out the rings twice. But it also comes with separate rings, some that you can stamp and some that you can just cut out. It comes with a good size acorn right here, and then these just help the wood pieces look more realistic, and then some berries and leaves. There's a lot more leaves. I've got them here. Whoops. Got them here in my magnetic plate, because I used them. So I used all of these, and there's 4 of them, and I used them all at once, 2 colors, Mossy Meadow and Granny Apple Green. And then it has this one die that I haven't really tried to even figure out what it was. I'm going to call it a whoosh, because it kind of looks like what would be behind a falling star or something, and it goes in both directions. And I use that, and I cut it out with this crumb cake cardstock, and I'll show you what do you know what I used that for? Those for? I used them for the little owls. Eyebrows, feathers, they're feathers. I thought that was just so clever. So let's get started on making this card. The first thing I want to show you is how to use this folder. So let me see here. What did I do with my base? There it is. Okay, so I have one piece of Early Espresso that I put the 8.5 side on my cutter, and I cut it right in half. Okay, so I have 2 cards, one for my base and one for the folder. So I'm just going to place the cardstock in the folder, and then I'm going to bring over my machine, emboss and cut and die machine, and emboss that for you. Okay, and this folder takes platform 1 and platform 4, and I'm going to run through. And then you have all these embossed wood rings. That is, on this side here, they're going in. So I'm going to turn it over, and you see them poked out. All right, so now I'm going to lay them on the machine again. And you take your die, and you line it up over the rings. And you cut it out. I really, really, really miss my magnetic folder. I sure hope they get one soon. I'm even forgetting, oh, see, that's not even cutting out. I'm even forgetting what the layers are because I used it all the time. So there must be a 3 under there. Okay, let's see if that works. Shame on me, I haven't practiced since I made this card, so I forgot the layers. Like I said, I'm so used to the magnetic folder that I have to think now. Okay, yeah, and then I'm going to cut these out. Snap, crackle, pop. And then you have all, let me move my die. And like I said, you do that twice. And then you have all these wood rings. So what I did after that was I started laying out my wood pieces to see. I thought, you know, is this little, which ones are going to be good for his eyes? And there's a small, a medium, a large. So I'm going to call these medium, this the large, and this the extra small, and this is small. So we need 2 smalls. We don't need the extra small, and we need the large and the mediums. Okay, so here's one, and like I said, you run through twice. So I have another small. The large is his body or hers. And then I thought she wasn't heavy enough or fluffy enough, so I took the mediums and slid them in like this. Just to give her a little bit, see, more bulk. There you go. So there you go. See that now? Now these, what did I call these? I thought the eyes were too small because owls have great big eyes, so I took the next size up, more mediums, and place them behind like that. That gave me an owl body that I thought was adorable. So then I started to build. Let's take our brads and our paper piercing mat, the 2 extra small, no, the 2 small rings. And if you look up close, oh, see, I go backwards because the camera's backwards. There's a little ring right in the middle there. I'm going to poke a hole right in the middle of the smallest ring. Right like that, and right like this. Now, I will tell you that I made my very first one without the brads, and his eyes just did not look finished. So then I thought, how, you know, eyes are hard to make. So how can I make him have eyes? And the brads came to me and they worked perfect. Okay, so there's there's his eyes. And then we can layer them on this bigger ones here. I am going to put them down with some dimensionals. I just want them to stand up a little bit taller. I don't want them so flat. And if you guys have been following me for any length of amount of time, you know that every year I come up with an owl of some type with our product because they're just the cutest thing for fall, and I have fun trying to create them. For his beak, I just take a piece of pumpkin pie cardstock, just a scrap, and I look for an even corner here, a nice corner, and I simply snip off a corner like that. Nothing fancy about his beak. Okay, then when you put the eyes together, you can put the beak underneath. So I'm going to take some glue at this point and place it here. Put these over each other, and then a little bit of glue at the top of his beak. And stick that under there, just peeking out a little bit. There. I was just trying to center it and get it down a little bit so it's big enough. All right, so here's the largest one and the two other sizes. And I just wanted him a little bit fatter. So I'm going to place glue here and here. And then create his body. I'm going to turn them in slightly. And then I'm going to come over to the 4 by 5 1/4 piece that has been embossed with the timber folder. And I'm going to lay his body down and then place his face on top. And it can go over because the card is going to be bigger. So it can go over the top slightly. Not too much, but slightly. I think he's adorable. Okay, so let's put the body down, and I'm going to put this one down, the body part down flat. I hope you guys are liking this. I have no idea. And then I'm going to take a couple of dimensionals again. I'll lift it up a little bit here. And I'm going to go above the layer size piece just a little bit. So now he's more dimensional. I also used, like I mentioned, the Charming Sentiments and the dies that cut them out. These dies thrilled me so much. I used them for the Sentiment Woohoo, and I also used it for the little heart. I did that in advance, just so I don't keep you a long time. But these sentiment dies have a heart in there that's just perfect. Let's pull these out. There's more than the sentiments in there. There's the heart, and then there's candles and stars and just all kinds of things that you can use. A flame, butterfly, all kinds of things you can use. Okay. So now the feet. I wanted feet, but I couldn't think of anything to really make cute feet or make it not too big to fit on the card. So I decided instead of doing that, I would just take the leaves in the multiple colors there and then just set them down like he's sitting in a tree. So let me put glue on the back of these leaves, and then I will just set them down random pattern. No rhyme or reason for this. It's just taking up the space where his feet would normally be, sitting on a branch or something. And I use 2 different colors just for interest. And I thought it was so fun. I think I'm going to send the second one to my grandson Morgan. I think he will be thrilled with this card. 1, he loves to receive snail mail. And 2, the owl will just, he'll just love the creativity of this. I know he will. See how cute that looks? It kind of makes you just feel like he's in a tree. Okay. So the little feathers at the top of his head, like I said, I used this die. And I used crumb cake cardstock, and I stuck them onto mini glue dots. And I will just put them in between the smaller one and the larger one. There's 2 different sizes. There's a large and a small. So I put a large and a small together. I don't want to press down too hard yet because I don't want it to go over the card. I might have to adjust these little feathers. Okay. So then the designer series paper, let's move him over. I cut that the same size as the card front because this is 4 by 5 1/4. So I could cut this down smaller, I would assume, and squeeze him up a little bit, but I didn't want to do that. So I just made the designer series paper fit over the front of the card base. Why that looked upside down to me when it's plaid, I don't know, but I had to turn it around. If that caused a giggle. There we go. Then we're going to take our embellished layer piece. Oops, the heart. I didn't glue it down, I guess. I don't know. Okay, yeah. See, those need to be adjusted. First thing I need to do is check out the heart. No, I just laid it there. I didn't put any glue on it. You could also use Wink of Stella on that heart. Now these are going over the card a little bit, so that's what I wanted to make sure of, that they don't. So let's start again with that. So maybe you should put your card down first and put the feathers on last. There we go. I don't know if anybody else, any other demonstrators have thought of making an owl with these rings or not, but I'll put this on the website, on my Facebook page, and on the demonstrators website. Hopefully I can get to that and see what everybody thinks about that as far as demonstrators go. Now I don't like that little point right there where it doesn't look finished. So that's where I stamped the woohoo already. And I'm going to take the die and show you, see how it just lines up perfectly, those sentiment dies, and then we're going to cut that out. I wanted to show you that. Didn't do that in advance. Okay, so get this lined up again. This is where I really miss that magnetic die, and I don't have any washi tape out with me right now. Okay, there, I think that's good. Go through there. And there it is, perfect as all get out. I love how well that cuts out. Now let me get my die. It's stuck to my plate, and I'd be looking for it all night long, wouldn't I? So now I'm going to go to my foam adhesive strips, because this is a long word and I want it to be balanced. I'm going to take a little strip. Let's see how long this is. Just cut it a little shorter than the actual words. Flip it over. Take off the strip. And set that down. Now all we have to do is line the inside so we have somewhere to write our message. And if you wanted to, you could take a strip of cardstock of designer series paper that coordinates with the front. And did I put it back? Yes. Let me see what I have here. So here's a piece that's kind of wide. I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. What is it? It's 2 inches. So let's go to 1.5. And then we're going to do the 4. And that'll fit in there, and that will decorate the inside of the card really well. And you know what I just thought of right now would be really cute is if you do the flap of your white envelope with that same designer series paper here. That would look really cute and finish this off really well. So let's take this strip and set it down. You can stamp whatever sentiment you want in here. Congratulations. Woohoo, it's fall, whatever you want to do. So I mentioned the flap here. Let's measure that. The flaps of an envelope are 2 1/16 maybe by, okay, let's just cut a piece here. I'm going to cut 2.5 by 6 just to be safe, and then I'll trim it. 2.5 by 6. Take my flap. Lay it down. Yes, that's just perfect. We want it a little larger so we can cut it down to fit the size of the flap. Get it on the edges. Get your adhesive on the edges so it stays down. Set that up against the score line of the flap. Flip it over. Take your snips and just trim around the flap. And this is something you can do for every single card, or you can use the clear envelopes if you would like.
I'm so frustrated that I didn't know that there was a change in Facebook about how to, oops, I got that over the edge too much. I'm going to trim that too. Okay. So now, look how cute. Isn't that adorable? I hope you like it. I know it's different. You might not like it, and that's okay too. But that was just another way to show you how to use all these rings. And on Tuesday, I'll be back at 2, and I'll show you more ideas. I'd ask you if you have any questions, but I cannot see the comments. So I will answer you if you do have questions. I'm going to go look at the replay right now, and then I will answer you. You guys have a wonderful Monday and rest of your night today, and I hope to see you Tuesday at 2 Pacific time. Okay, see you later, my friends. Bye-bye.